it's Tastepink, and in today's video we're making sausage, peppers, and onions, but this is not your average recipe. Oh, this is very different. We're turning things up over here on my channel. This is one of my favorite vegetarian recipes, and I'm going to be including the full meal preparation so you guys feel comfortable and confident recreating this on your own. So call up your friends, let them know dinner is on you. They won't even be able to tell that this is a meatless alternative for one of your favorites. So make sure you keep on watching. Now, the star of this recipe are the Hot Italian Beyond sausages. They have 16 grams of protein. And I wanted to include a little brief overview of some of the key ingredients for this recipe. Again, it's turned up, so you're going to see things that are a little bit different, but very much exciting and great for the palate. Now, I absolutely love bell peppers, and I like them thick. I like them a little bit, on the chunky side so that they aren't mushy when they cook down. And I wanted to get your perspective. Like, how do you guys wash your vegetables? Definitely leave some details in the comment section because, I'm still growing on my journey and I know that I could take better care. You guys see how I'm chopping up the bell peppers? They're on the thicker side. That's my forte. I don't really like cutting vegetables. It scares me, honestly, like true tea. And as you guys can already see, I love a colorful kind of meal. So I have all different types of bell peppers. And you can't go wrong with your red onions. You can use Spanish onions, you can use sweet onions, you can use white onions. I've done that before. Let me know how you like to cut your vegetables. Are you more of like the finely chopped, thinly chopped, or are you more of a rough chop type person? Now, I know I use a lot of peppers and onions. You can definitely modify this recipe so that you can reduce your food waste, which is super important, but I'm going all in because I love it all. And what would this recipe be without garlic? I wanted to include some clips of how I go about removing the skin of the garlic. It's super easy. Just take a knife and apply pressure onto the side of the clove of garlic, and the skin literally just comes away from the bulb. So take your time. You can do it. I like to grate my garlic just because it cooks better and it doesn't like burn quickly, which is important. So I like this step, you're welcome for the tips. Now, I'm using a high heating cooking oil. This is grapeseed oil. You can use avocado oil, but trust me, it makes a difference in maintaining the flavor while cooking. And I have my pan on about medium heat, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of the grapeseed oil. And you have to let this get warm. Let your pan get warm. That's important. So your oil should be moving about freely, which lets you know it's ready. It's ready for those bell peppers, okay? Now I'm adding about 2.5 of the roughly chopped bell peppers, all different colors. I wish I would have had a little bit of yellow in there, but I'm going in with some onion powder. Now I know you like, girl, you cut up some onions, but I like flavor. And this garlic pepper grinder is everything. I just like to add different flavor notes throughout the cooking process because it enhances the flavor profile of the dish. To try something different, I'm adding a little bit of chili powder. You definitely don't have to do this, but if you want to turn it up, add this, trust me. Now I am going to be adding a little bit of adobo. If you're someone who's monitoring your sodium, skip this step. The sausages have a little bit more sodium than I'd like, so just read your nutrition facts, get familiar with your foods so that you're making a little bit more of a health conscious choice. And next I'm adding in the red onions, making sure to break them apart, break them down just a little bit. And so look at the pan, look at how beautiful that looks like. And then the flavors, the fragrant aromas that fill the kitchen. I just love the process when cooking is easy. This is a super easy recipe, and I let these cook down for about 10 minutes on medium heat. You definitely want to watch it, make sure it's not burning. That's not at all what you want to do during this step. The time has arrived to add those sausages. Again, they have an original version that is not at all hot, so if you don't like spice, you can completely get the other version and swap that in. But I want to bring the heat, I want to turn it up. After allowing the bell peppers and onions to cook for about 10 minutes, I'm adding in the sausage. Make sure that they make contact with the base of the pan. You want these sausages to get a nice color. You know what I'm saying? I'm accustomed to my meat having a little bit of color, so this is kind of how I go about it, because you don't want it to play with your mental. You know how sometimes when you realize something isn't meat and it looks a little different, so I like to just have that color. And I'm going in to add some garlic powder. I know I'm adding fresh garlic, but still add that flavor, but allow those flavors to just combine fine. And you'll notice if you just move the sausage and the peppers and onions around, you'll see that the oils and everything and the water has started to reduce. So I'm going to add a half a tablespoon of grapeseed oil because I don't want the sausage to burn. That is something that can happen with this because the skin gets really loose, and I also don't want it to peel off. And as you guys can see, when I move the vegetables and the sausage around, the oil and the water has basically reduced. So I am going to take an extra step. I'm going to add the vegetable stock. You can use vegetable broth, whichever you prefer. I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of this to the pan, and this is where everything gets exciting. Like, this is how you add even more flavor. You know, you can do half water, half vegetable stock or vegetable broth to monitor that sodium, which is really important. And I like to do this before I go in with my tomato paste. So at first I added about 1 teaspoon of tomato paste, and this is going to help to give it color. You honestly don't have to do the other step where I add ketchup. So if you want to like monitor your sauces, this is a great step. I added 1 more teaspoon of the tomato paste before I went in with my favorite hot sauce, El Yucateco. Ya tú sabes, if you know, you know, okay? And this stuff is powerful, it's super spicy, and this just takes it up to a different level, like another notch. If you want picante, honey, this is it. And then add in your freshly grated garlic, and the aromatics is just gonna overtake you. The kitchen becomes a whole different place. You know, you might even just, you know, go to a bit of food heaven, if you will, okay? And we want that, okay? So I'm just gonna move this around, let this sit for another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna add the ketchup. Again, you don't have to do this. The tomato paste is fine enough, but this is how I was brought up. This is how my mother did it, and it stuck with me. And I honestly love ketchup. I'm the sauce queen, if you did not know. And I noticed that, you know, the pan was kind of reducing the ketchup. So I went in with about another tablespoon of the vegetable stock just to avoid things sticking together or becoming too thick. This recipe would not be what it is without these steak fries, okay? This is how you make things a little different. You know, you pique that palate, all right? So I'm getting my vegetable oil together, making sure that it's warm. I'm gonna drop a little bit of onion powder into the oil. I heard about people seasoning their oil, so I wanted to try it. And once it's ready, I dropped my fries. You know, do however many you want and let them get golden brown. Do what you do. Once they're ready, you can take them out, and don't forget to season your fries. I see people, you know, just throwing their fries together. No, do a little bit of black pepper, garlic powder, and a little bit of onion powder. Take it up top, okay? It won't hurt. Now I'm getting my bread together. This is a roll that I got from the store. I'm gonna warm it up for about 15 seconds, and then I'm gonna add some ketchup, and you're gonna watch me build this sandwich, okay? I like to eat. This was a cheat day meal for me. This was literally my biggest meal of the day, so I'm gonna go all in, okay? I've been good, worked out, packing in all of the peppers and onions, the sausage. I'm gonna add my fries, and I'm gonna overindulge, okay? I don't have any problems doing this. I don't eat like this all the time. Do what you feel is best for you, but don't forget to treat yourself, especially when you've exercised great discipline. Now I had to add a little bit more ketchup because, again, I told y'all I'm the sauce queen, and we're ready to go. This is ready for you to just serve up. It's a lot of food, and trust me, it was well received. I know I threw down. This is definitely very different. It's a mix of, you know, one of your favorites, but a little bit of a twist to make it interesting and keep it fun. And again, it's vegetarian. And you guys, you can do this all on your own. It's super easy. The next time Monday rolls around, try a meatless Monday approach to a meatless alternative. And don't even tell your guests like it's, you know, meatless. It's vegetarian. Just let them taste it and see what's up. So tell me, are you guys feeling this recipe? Definitely comment below. Be sure to subscribe. If you want more food videos, you gotta show the love. You gotta share this, show the love. And I'm gonna give you guys a few clips of me really enjoying this food because I don't put on for the camera. My food tastes good. Try this, let me know how it goes, and I hope you guys join me for the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.